Yo, what up, y'all? Thank y'all so much for dropping by, man. So, man, you guys already know what to do, man. Make sure you smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell, man. If you guys would like to donate to the channel, man, just click the link down below in the description. So, we just about to jump right into it, man. So, I know you guys have already probably heard about it, came across your desk, y'all seen it on Twitter, y'all been seeing it on all these channels, bloggers, vloggers, that they're pretty much trying to close the Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal and approve it, man. Push the deal through. So I'm guessing we're probably gonna know more about it probably tomorrow or so. But yeah, man, Sony been doing some little scheming, backdoor, shady deals behind Uncle Phil and Xbox back, man. And I'm guessing you got the CMA and some more regulators and all that stuff. They really ain't feeling Sony. They really ain't feeling Jim Ryan, man. I'm talking about this whole Square Enix, blocking games from coming to Xbox, Game Pass, PC, Nintendo, and cloud gaming, man. It's just got way out of hand to the point where big regulators and Xbox is kind of talking about it, and it's just catching a wave right now. And this is what I've been talking about for a very long time, man. Square Enix have been doing these little shady backdoor deals, and you got these little fanboys and ponies trying to defend these dirty, scheming, shady, manipulating tactics that Jim Ryan been doing. They act like they don't see nothing wrong with it, right? They don't see nothing wrong with it. Now, whenever Sony blocks something from coming to Xbox, it's cool. But whenever Xbox go out and spend their hard-earned money and buy their own studios and publishers, now it's a problem. Now you're stealing all the Bethesda games away. You know what I'm saying? Xbox is doing shady backdoor deals. This is their first-party studio. What are you talking about, fanboys? Ponies, to be exact. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy for them to even think like that. Like, how are you gonna get mad at them for making games exclusive by a studio, Bethesda, that they bought? This is their studio. This don't belong to Sony. They don't have to make multi-plat games no more if they don't want to. They don't have to do that no more. But for old, dirty, grimy, shady Square Enix and Sony doing these little under the table backdoor deals. And you know what game I'm talking about too? Final Fantasy, man. I think it's like a couple of them. I think the Remake 7, Final Fantasy Remake 7, and I want to say Final Fantasy 16 or something like that. And I think it's some more. It's some more Final Fantasy games. Matter of fact, I think it's some more Square Enix games that have been blocked from coming to Xbox, Game Pass, PC, and Nintendo. And cloud gaming. See, this right here is the stuff that they try to brush under the rug and always trying to paint Xbox in a bad light, like a bad picture, man. Every time it just like this whole argument, this whole console war have got way out of hand, and now we're finally about to see all of the backdoor deals that Jim Ryan have been doing for years. Sony have been doing for years. Stopping games, stopping Xbox from growing. And this is why Xbox have to go out and buy big publishers and studios, because this is the only way they're going to get first party games, because Sony is a market leader, which is they can make decisions right now that Xbox can't make if it's under the table. So they have the right to pretty much go to a studio like Square Enix and make these high demands because they've been working with them for so long. And that's understandable. They have been working with Square Enix for a long time, but yet and still they did release Final Fantasies on Xbox. And then this is another thing. Just because Sony is trash this year and got no games on PS5, that Remake Station frame drop plastic box that these phony ponies keep trying to defend, you know what I'm saying, and make it seem like the best thing since sliced bread. They want to talk about frame rate, they want to talk about quality, they want to say, oh, Xbox this, Xbox that. They're trying to paint the Xbox fans and the Xbox community in a bad picture. The only thing they're trying to do is compete. And another thing I noticed about ponies, y'all, like for real, this is how you know you cut them deep and you hit them where it hurts. They're in their feelings, like, because ponies, they're never gonna admit Xbox is doing something good. This is how you know they're in their feelings and they're mad and upset and they're scared. It's when they get mad and upset. That right there is a sign of defeat. That's how we know all these ponies and fanboys can smell it coming a mile away. Once this deal closed with Call of Duty Activision Blizzard King, man, every Call of Duty ever existed is gonna be dropping in the Game Pass day one. Every Activision game, every King game, I'm talking about, man, the list goes on and on and on, not even including all of the AAA bangers that's coming day one, dropping in the Game Pass right now, man. So these phony ponies, they can't really defend nothing. Like, what are you trying to defend, pony? Like, really? What are you saying? Like, oh, you know, well, Xbox this, they already knew Square Enix, you know, been doing deals a long time. That's the same reason that Forspoken flop. That should have came day one in the Game Pass. That game would have broke numbers, record-breaking numbers. But they don't want to see Sony. Sony's shooting herself in the foot by doing these little exclusive deals, and nobody really can talk to them because they're so cocky, so arrogant. They got these little nasty attitude problems. Like, clearly, Jim Ryan think he's better than everybody in the gaming industry. And he ain't even making the right calls. He ain't making the right business deals. He's raising the price on all the games. He raised the price on the consoles. He raised the price on the VR 2. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to support day ones coming to PlayStation Plus. What the fans have been, I have been seeing PlayStation fans, people that are fans of PlayStation. I'm not talking about Sony ponies. I'm not talking about those idiots, those delusional bastards. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about like diehard fans of PlayStation, like I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, man, I used to love PlayStation, man. Back the old days when gaming was fun. Now it's all about money and politics. They have ruined gaming on PlayStation. PlayStation ain't even fun to me no more. I don't even look at them the same. I lost so much respect for them. Seeing Jim Ryan go out here crying, lying, flying. He's just a big coward out here, man. And he's gonna run behind the FTC and hide like a little punk. You know what I'm saying? Like, he lost all respect for me, man. How can you respect somebody that do something that nasty, that dirty, that grimy, that shady behind Xbox back, try to block games, and you're trying to complain to the CMA and the FTC that pretty much Uncle Phil, Game Pass, and Xbox are gonna degrade Call of Duty to make it run worse, and basically frame drops and buggy and broken coming out on the PS5. That's pretty much what he's saying. And then he was trying to say that they're gonna make it exclusive in like 3 years at first, but clearly that's not the case anymore. So you have 10 years, Jim Ryan, to bring back some classic AAA multiplayer shooters, first person FPS shooters on the PS5, man, because y'all already got the story driven, you know, walking simulators, down over the shoulder, third person over the shoulder adventure games like Spider-Man, God of War, Uncharted, Horizon. Even though, another thing, Sony's trying to go woke. They're getting too deep into politics, man. I really don't want to see them go down that rabbit hole and end up like Bud Light right now. And they start getting blackballed and canceled left and right by people, and fans start switching over. Like, certain things you got to know more about before you go jumping into things, because you want to support the wokeness. We get it. Some people want to support the wokeness and say, oh, you know, everybody should be treated equal. But hey, man, we are gamers over here. We ain't with all that wokeness, man. We're jumping into the gaming ecosystem to get away from realities, to get away from the world, to take us to a new dimension, a new world, so we can be ourselves. We don't need wokeness in gaming. That is just gonna mess everything up. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna become all about politics, and it's just gonna ruin gaming, just like it done ruined everything else. You know what I'm saying? Look at Bud Light. Look what Bud Light is going through right now. They're being canceled left and right. These people have lost over $6-7 billion in the past couple weeks just for going woke. You know what happened when you go woke? You go broke. You know what I'm saying? So you may want to think about that. If you're gonna make a stand for something, man, you better know what you're making a stand for. You know. And I've been seeing some gamers, they're really not happy. Like the older gamers and the diehard fans, they're really not feeling all the wokeness, man. They're just not, because they feel like, okay, where do we have a voice at? Like, so you're just gonna force all this wokeness? It's just gonna start coming out woke everything. And if you know Horizon is woke right now, right? Halo is woke. So you know if the game is like that, then the TV shows and the movies are gonna start to be like that as well. So if they have a Horizon coming out, the show, TV show or movie, I'm betting that TV show is gonna be woke too. So I don't even know if I'm gonna tune in if it's gonna be like that. And that's not saying I have nothing against nobody. It's just that it's not sticking to the source material. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like derailing the whole entire storyline. It's not giving us what we want. It's like you're trying to force something on us that we didn't ask for. That's my issue with it. I don't have nothing against nobody. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody. I don't have nothing against nobody. But the wokeness is something that they're forcing on everybody. And when you start to feel forced, you're going to have to eventually push back. And I just don't want PlayStation, you know what I'm saying, to go down the drain and be like Bud Light, because they don't understand their audience. See, Sony have lost their identity with PlayStation. They're not sticking to their guns. They're not sticking to what they're good at. They're so focused on trying to hurt Uncle Phil and Xbox that they can't even focus on their own fan base and make them happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just don't make no sense at this point what they're doing. They're doing all these little backdoor deals, man. It's so annoying, bro. Every time I see them doing another timed exclusive deal, and it's a studio known for making multi-plat games. I'm not talking about Sony studios that they own the studio, their first party studios. I'm talking about publishers that are third party studios that make multi-plat games that's getting locked down, that have no reason whatsoever to get locked down. And you got ponies out here defending that, talking about, well, how is Xbox gonna buy publishers? They bought it. Sony never bought Square Enix yet. And another thing, Pony, Sony have bought studios to port games over to PC. So I'm pretty sure if they can port games over to PC, and you're trying to pretty much defend that it's going to be easier that they work with just PlayStation because it's easier for them to work on that hardware, on that weaker console, because we already know the PS5 is weak. You know what I'm saying? They need to hurry and come out with the Pro already and give it the same, you know what I'm saying, muscle that the Xbox Series X got, because we're having too many issues with all those frame drops and checkerboarding all over the place. Okay, Sony want to be cheap and try to go in and rebuild a console. Now they're breaking on everybody, but they don't want to hear it. They don't want to talk about that though, man. The build quality is garbage. Ain't no games this year on PS5. It's garbage. It's trash this year. Now maybe next year they might step it up. We'll see. You know what I'm saying? But as far as I can see right now, Spider-Man 2 is the only thing that I rock with right now that's coming out for PS5. That has to be the only game that I want to play, because I love Spider-Man. I'm a huge, even though they stole it away from Xbox, I never stopped being a Spider-Man fan though. You know what I'm saying? Or Wolverine for that matter. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I keep it real because I am a gamer too. You know what I'm saying? And once upon a time, man, PlayStation was one of my favorite places to play, but they left such a bad taste in my mouth this generation, man. PS5 have been just on a down for me, man, and I just have not been feeling what they've been doing, and it's all because of Sony and Jim Ryan. It's not because of PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? I like to get that clear. It's not because of the brand, you know what I'm saying, PlayStation. It's because of Sony and Jim Ryan. Bad management. That's what I don't rock with, bro, because they're not doing things right. They're not fair. They're stealing from their own fan base, bro. That's just sad, bro. You're raising the price. If you're raising the price left and right, you're raising the price on games again, and then you're jacking the price up on consoles in different countries. Bro, you're stealing away from your own fan base to make up all that money that you lost because the Xbox bought Call of Duty Activision Blizzard deal, and you lost over $25 billion when they did that deal. But they're not gonna come out and say that. Nah, not a pony. They wouldn't come out and say that. But just notice one thing. Whenever a pony is scared and he goes to crying, he goes to whining and complaining, you know Xbox is winning, bro. They ain't never seen Xbox like this, man. This is a new generation, man. And like I said before, all those AAA bangers, man, dropping day one. All those indie games, all those multi-plat games dropping in the Game Pass day one, bro. They can't take it because they know PS5 ain't got no games right now. And the only thing they can hold on to with the screen is frame rate and resolution. Ray tracing, that's it. FPS. Oh man, this is crazy. Man, PlayStation is down bad right now, man. Fanboys are down bad right now, man. They play more on Twitter than they play with the PS5. That is sad. Bro, that is sad, bro. I feel bad for everybody, for every, I would say, PlayStation fan. Not a fanboy, not a pony. I separate the two. For everybody that just like PlayStation as a brand, I feel sorry that you went out and waste your money instead of just waiting or going to get an Xbox, PC, Nintendo, or jumping into the Xbox ecosystem. Because to me personally, Xbox is actually funner than the PS5. I'm gonna be real, bro. Like I done had too many, and I done had too many experiences with PlayStation. It's just like when you think about, when you look at PlayStation Plus, you know what I'm saying, and you look at Game Pass. Game Pass is way more lit. It's way more funner. Way more bangers on there to have fun with. You got new games dropping in there all the time, bro. PlayStation Plus is boring, it's dry. Everybody keep talking about they're tired of playing these same recycled, boring games already. You know what I'm saying? They're tired of this remake station. Jim Ryan need to get it together. You know what I'm saying? They're still riding off that PS4 wave, man. And I'm gonna leave it right there, man. That's my rant for today. Yeah, I'm not rocking with Square Enix no more, man. So if you want to rock with Square Enix, man, that's cool. I'm not telling you not to do it, but I'm just letting you know the dirty, shady deals that they do to not make me want to rock with them. And I just feel like that's two-faced it. And the opponents are going to try to defend it and make it seem like Sony is still doing the best thing since sliced bread. You see them. You see all of the critics on here. You see all these channels and fanboys and all that going back and forth with their own self, arguing with their self, knowing that's the only thing they got to talk about is frame rate on PS5. Like, come on, man. You a joke right now, bro. Like, for real. But I'm gonna leave it right there, man. And we're gonna jump into something else later, man. But it's about to go up, man. Once this deal drops, man, trust me, we are throwing a party. So make sure you guys smash that like, that subscribe button, click that notification bell, man. And if you would like to jump into the Xbox ecosystem, the PlayStation ecosystem, or buy things, man, just click the link down below. Or if you like to support the channel once again, thank you. Peace.